There are places we build to live in, and then there are places that seem to live with us. They breathe with the wind. They shift with the seasons. They don't just shelter us, they sense us. They remember us. Buried in the wilds of a reimagined earth, far from cities, far from the old rules, there is one such place. A structure, pulsing with something ancient, and something not of this world. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button because it's a simple way to show your love for these incredible designs. Its walls hum softly at night. Its spine is made of steel, but its skin is alive. You don't find it on blueprints. You feel it. This is not just a house. It's not a barn. It's not even a machine. It is a living memory of what the future could have been. What the future still might be. It grew where nothing else could grow. It chose its place. Or maybe the land chose it. It doesn't ask for much. A little sunlight, a little stillness, a few open hearts. And in return, it gives something we've all forgotten. Connection. Belonging. A kind of quiet magic. And it all starts with a question. A question that doesn't come from science, but from the soft part of us that still dreams when we sleep. What if your home could grow? The word barndominium was once a joke. A metal barn turned into a home. Practical. Minimal. All function. No frills. No softness. Efficient. Stark. Masculine almost. Born in the rural heartlands of America, where land was vast and time was slow. It made sense for a while. We share new content regularly to help you create spaces you love, so don't forget to subscribe. But then, the noise began. Cities swelled. Screens multiplied. The sky grew dull, the soil forgetful. The world started to ache. And quietly, beneath the surface, a different hunger returned. Not for more, but for meaning. Not for concrete, but for connection. Not for the future we were promised, but for the one we forgot to imagine. That's where it began. Not in the cities. Not in the boardrooms. But in the minds of those who asked a different kind of question. What if a home didn't just shelter you, but knew you? What if architecture could be a living organism? And so, the Sci-Fi Organic Barndominium was born. Not a trend. A response. A remembering. Architects stopped drawing boxes. They began sculpting ecosystems. The blueprints became more like root systems. The foundations less about depth, more about harmony. Walls designed to shift with light. Roofs that could photosynthesize. Materials that healed when torn. Textures that responded to your touch. And surfaces that remembered the rain. This was no longer about living inside something. It was about living with something. Something that felt ancient, and yet impossibly new. If you found this video inspiring, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Your support means to me, and it helps keep the design ideas coming your way. Beneath all the wonder, beneath the light and the moss and the movement, there are bones. The barndominium never forgot where it came from. Steel frames, open layouts, simple geometry, honest design. It carries the silhouette of its ancestors. Barns that once housed grain, livestock, tools, hopes. It still knows the strength of that shape. Still trusts it. But then, the bones were wrapped in life. The outer skin isn't paint. It's not siding. It's an organic polymer, lab-grown, but strangely tender. It heals when scratched. It breathes when the air changes. It doesn't just protect, it participates. Inside, where fiberglass once ruled, now grows something older. Insulation made from fungi, a mycelial mesh, flexing with the seasons, drinking in the moisture, whispering in its own quiet language. And across the roof, moss. But not ordinary moss. Solar moss, engineered to harvest light, to glow faintly at dusk, to feed the home's low-voltage pulse. It climbs slowly, like it's thinking, like it knows the sun. In the atrium, there is a tree, but not in soil. It grows from a basin of memory foam moss, soft, springy, responsive. The roots shift gently as you pass, like the home is exhaling. Every inch of this place is a choice. Every material, a dialogue between nature and machine. It doesn't pretend to be wild. It's designed, precise, intentional. If you love this type of look, hit that subscribe button to help us create more videos. And let us know in the comments what you'd love to see in future videos. And yet, it feels like Earth dreaming of herself. But not here. Somewhere else. Somewhere farther away. Somewhere she still remembers how to be whole. You don't switch on the lights here. There are no panels. No buttons. The walls glow when you enter. Not because you told them to, but because they already knew. The kitchen doesn't speak in clicks or code. The surfaces are smooth silent. The table grows herbs in its core, basil, mint. Small vines curling through the wood like veins. You cut what you need, and it keeps growing. Beneath the floor, something hums. A composting system, alive, unseen, breaking down waste, feeding the vertical gardens that climb the inner walls. Roots pass behind translucent panels. Sometimes they press against the light, like they're curious about you. And it's not just smart, it's empathetic. The air shifts when you're anxious, warmer, cooler, softer, deeper. The temperature changes with your body's rhythm, not the clock's. It listens to your breath. It listens to your silences. There's no Alexa here. No commands. No artificial cheer. Only a quiet presence. Something patient. Something aware. Some call it AI. Others say the house is haunted, that it knows too much, moves too gently, feels too familiar. But maybe it's neither. Maybe it's not a machine or a ghost. Maybe it's just listening. Listening the way old forests do. The way animals do before they bolt. The way someone does when they love you but don't have words for it. This house doesn't obey. It responds. And not to your voice, but to you. Not everything in this home is explained. There are symbols etched into the support beams, lines that don't match any known language. Patterns appear in the condensation on the bioglass, always shifting, never repeating. Some rooms hum at night, even when no one is inside. The lead architect finished a prototype. Then she vanished. No press release. No farewell. Just a single upload. The complete plans, open-sourced to the world. And then, days later, erased. The file no longer exists. Not on any server. Only fragments live on in copies, passed like folklore, rebuilt by strangers. There's a rumor that beneath the floor, beneath the mycelial insulation and the cooling systems, lies a vault. Not for seeds, but for memories. Not digital, not written. Stored in living tissue. Felt, not seen. People say the design came to her in a dream. Not once, but many times. The same barn. The same field. The same sky, filled with stars she said she didn't recognize. Stars in the wrong places. Stars that moved. And when they broke ground to build it, the soil beneath was warm. Not sun-warmed, internally warm. As if the earth had been expecting it. As if the land had been preparing. Some believe the house wasn't built at all. That it was planted. That it grew, quietly, waiting for someone to wake up. No one owns the land it sits on now. No one stays there for long. But those who do, report the same dream. Over and over again. This isn't science fiction. It's not a concept. It's now. Prototypes like this are already quietly growing. Not in headlines, but in hushed corners of the earth. In deserts where water is memory. In forests where nature reclaims every footprint. Even beneath the sea, where light bends strangely through algae-covered domes. Each one is different. Each one alive. They breathe differently. Speak differently. But they share one truth. They are not shelters. They are sanctuaries. These aren't homes that you manage. They're not machines you control. They are ecosystems you belong to. You walk in and something inside you settles. Not because it's smart, but because it's right. The temperature doesn't fight the season. The walls don't fight the wind. Instead, the home listens. It leans. It yields and grows again. People live more slowly in these spaces. Not because they have to, but because they want to. Time behaves differently here. Like it's remembered how to stretch. There is no separation between living and dwelling. No hard edge between the self and the structure. Because the home knows you,